Heads up 20-ups, it's Monday, and as usual there's a lot to talk about, so let's get started. Danielle, thanks for telling me where I can get the nerd t-shirt. I should have known, but I'm kind of clueless like that, so thank you. I'm definitely ordering one and I'll have to show it off to you all when I get it. About being a spirited person, when it comes to school spirit, I'm not really very spirited, especially not like with the sports, because well, none of the schools I've gone to really had a big emphasis on the sports, so it was partly that and partly that I just couldn't have been too interested in it anyway. But I do have a certain spirit, especially now in university. I'm proud of my school and I really like it, and if someone asks me where I study, I will tell them, and I will tell them proudly because I really like it. So in that sense, yeah, I guess I have school spirit. For the other kind of fandom spirit, I have a lot of that. If I like something, generally I don't hide it and I love it. Prima, you said that you didn't remember how old everyone was, so I'm 22. Thanks for the good wishes in getting better with my cold. My voice still sounds funny, but I'm actually feeling much better, so thanks for that. Also, you asked about what our favorite TV shows were when we were kids, and you said you weren't gonna say yours yet because you didn't want to influence us, and then we would say the same things you said. So when you asked that, I thought, well, before I watch everyone else's videos during the week, I'll try to make my own list. So it's really the shows that I remember. I have it here. I remember when I was really little, I watched Small World in Cartoon Network, and it was in the mornings, and it was not one program, but animated shorts of a lot of different shows. And I don't really remember the names of any of them except for Pingu, which I loved, about a little penguin that was claymation, and it was so cool. I also remember watching Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's Laboratory. Those were cool. For a long time I was the kind of kid who just turned on the TV and watched whatever was on. So I wasn't picky, or I didn't try to catch a certain show at a certain hour. But the first show that I remember I wanted to watch every day after school was Cardcaptor Sakura. And it's funny because back then I really didn't know it was anime, and it took a long time before I found out what anime actually was. And to this day I'm not huge on anime. I mean, I like it and I like Western cartoons, and it depends on the series whether I like it more or less. Not on the kind of animation that it is, because I have a couple of friends who who are big anime fans, and they classify everything and anything that is anime is better, and I don't think you can clump things like that. But yeah, that's another topic. And you know what, I was also a big fan of the old Discovery Kids, because these days if I turn my TV and go to Discovery Kids, it's all programs for babies and toddlers and really, really little kids. But back then I remember Discovery Kids had really cool educational shows, and I don't really remember all of them, and I'm sad that they're not on anymore. So there's a show I especially loved when I was a kid, and I don't know if anyone will remember it or know about it, but it was called Ghost Writer, and it was about this group of kids and this ghost that communicated with them through words, and they solved mysteries kind of thing. It was awesome, and just thinking about it I get nostalgic because it was so cool. I was a huge fan of that. So that's pretty much all the shows I have on my original list, but then watching the videos that people made later on, I remember that I too watched Legends of the Hidden Temple and Dog and what else? Oh, Animaniacs. I can't believe I forgot when I made my original list, because not only did I watch it, but we actually taped a lot of the episodes. For someone who wasn't that much into TV, I sure watched a whole lot of cartoons, and many of the ones that you mentioned I watched too, and haven't mentioned just because they weren't like my top favorites, but still. I still watch a lot of programs for kids, like on TV. More recently, when I wasn't really a kid anymore, I got into Fairly Odd Parents and Foster Home for Imaginary Friends. I love that. Avatar: The Last Airbender, also awesome. And like current TV shows, I love Phineas and Ferb. But yeah, that's just me. Lucy, I really like hearing your views on how the Howard's houses translate to real life qualities, kind of. That was very interesting to hear, and you make very good points. So thanks for sharing that. Craig, being embarrassed about making YouTube videos? Yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't really tell my parents, although I think they know I do something, but not exactly what, because it's kind of weird, and I don't really talk about it much with my real life friends, especially because I like to blog in English to be able to communicate to this whole community with nerd fighters and all these channels that I watch that are from people that speak English. So I want to be part of that community. But my first language is Spanish. So it's not only the weirdness of, hey, I make YouTube videos, but it's like, hey, I make YouTube videos and they're in English. It's kind of strange, I guess. And by the way, good luck with your new job. James, you have awesome ideas. I would really like to do a collaborative project for awesome video. That could be amazing. Also, I think it could be fun to have rant week, so we can all have like our little rant, and Danielle can finally share her opinions with us too. So. And I'm not sure what I could rant about, because I'm generally not a very ranty person. I have a lot of mini rants, but even I know they're kind of silly. So ideally I could like to find something more meaningful for that. But we'll see. But it's a cool idea. I could like that. Oh, and I saw how you are such a cool juggler, and that's something that I always wish I could do, and I have tried to learn how to juggle, but I don't think I have very good hand-eye coordination, because I'm just terrible at it. Maybe I just need more practice, but I can't. And it's really cool what you can do. I really enjoy watching you juggle. TJ, I finally watched your Project for Awesome video, and it was really great to be presented with a new perspective on things, because we often don't really put ourselves in the shoes of other people, especially people with difficulties like that. So it was really cool to watch, very inspiring, and thanks for sharing that with us. And for everyone who's stressing out, I am too, because right now school's kind of killing me, but I think we can get through it, and I think the key is to focus on the positive things that are happening or that we have. Tying it in with the Project for a Zoom video, I think we have so many good things in our lives and we are blessed in so many ways that we just have to see them and be grateful for them. And when things get hard, I mean, it's okay to get down. It's just important to get up every time you fall, you know, that kind of thing. And we can do it. And lastly, I want to ask one of you guys a favor. I won't be able to make my video for the collab next Monday for reasons that I don't really want to get into in the video. Maybe I'll post them below. But well, the thing is, I want to be here on Monday, so I can make my video on Friday and maybe email it to one of you so you can please upload it on Monday for me. That would be awesome if any of you could. I could be very grateful. So DFTVA and Danielle, I'll see you tomorrow.